What's up guys, Jake Sleesman, Blue Collar Outdoors, and today we have a budget versus top dollar duck pattern test. Between the Black Cloud 3-inch 4-shot, this is 1.25 ounces, and this is the new flight control, so we can shoot this out of the Patternmaster, versus the Dakota Country Duck and Goose. This is also 3-inch, this is 1.5 ounces 4-shot. Now this is made by Franchi. This will run you about $11 a box. This is about $27.99 where we buy it. So there's a big difference in price, but is there a big difference in performance? So today we're gonna see, do you really need to spend the extra money on your duck load, or will this do the job just as good?
Oh hey, you gonna like the video? Make sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. But back to the show.
I'm going to be shooting this pattern test out of my Franchi AFFINITY 3 with the Patternmaster OG long range in there. So this will be a pretty accurate test, keeping the same gun, same choke for both loads, 40 yards. Let's see, does the $11 box perform like the $30 box? Stay tuned. All right, first up we're going with the top dollar load, the Black Cloud 3-inch 4-shot, 40 yards out of the Patternmaster long range in the Franchi AFFINITY 3. So let's see how this shoots. Let's go give her a peek see. Yeah, just Alright, so here we go. This was 40 yard Franchi AFFINITY 3 with the Patternmaster OG long range. So as you can see on your core pattern here, there is a large void in the center. In this shot, as you can tell with the backing, it's on center. So there's just a void here. You have a lot of hits outside of where we want them, but all in all, there's a lot of pellets on paper, and it's a really uniform pattern going around. It's actually more uniform out there than it is in your core, which at 40 yards with a duck load, you do want some leeway. You want an open pattern, but I want more in my core pattern. I want more density being centered and true, especially on a centered shot. But all in all, it's not bad. It's a good pattern all the way around, just I really don't like this void right here. So the only thing we can do now is put that low budget ammo on it and see how that performs side by side. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave this on here, put another white sheet up, and we'll compare the core patterns, because you guys are gonna see a good look at the full pattern on here. That way we can compare the core, and you guys can kind of go back and compare the full pattern as well. So let's get this target off. Let's get the new one on, new backing. Let's put the budget, the old Dakota Duck and Goose 4-shot 3-inch 40 yards. Let's see if it stacks up to the high dollar load. See, that's more centered. That looks good. As you can see here, not even looking at the core pattern, just looking at the full pattern. You have, in the budget load, you have a lot more hits right around just off the target. The Black Cloud had a lot on this outer ring of the target. The budget load actually put a lot more tighter, and then on the core pattern, that is a phenomenal duck pattern at 40 yards. Your uniform, I mean, you do have that void right here, but you have a lot more pellets on paper side, but just looking at this right here, I think you're a fool if you're going to spend the extra money on Black Cloud when the Dakota, it's just hard to say Dakota Duck and Goose. Without even comparing the core pattern side by side, I would go with this load being $11 compared to $27.99. I mean, your full pattern's tighter, you have a lot less flyers, you have a great uniform core at 40 yards. But let's take this off, let's go compare the core as well. I think Dakota Duck and Goose takes this one. Well, let's see. Let's go get them side by side. All right, so once again, this is the $27.99 box of Black Cloud 3-inch 4-shot versus your old budget $11 box of Dakota Duck and Goose 4-shot, both 3 inches. All right, so first up we have the top dollar load. This is the Black Cloud, and as you saw already, the core pattern for me this is not ideal. I mean, you have a huge void on the center of your core, and this was a centered shot, but you do have a lot of pellets on paper. But all in all, you expect more out of a near $30 box of shells. Now, with the $11 box, this is the Dakota Duck and Goose, you have a lot better core pattern, a lot more pellets on paper, and with the backing, you could see this was an overall tighter load. It didn't have as many flyers, and it actually has less shot in it than the Black Cloud. So not only is it cheaper, it has less shot, and it still outperformed it. And they're side by side. You would think that this would be your budget load, but this is your top dollar load, and the bottom's your budget load. I mean, you can see it clearly. And then once you saw all the Sharpie marks on the paper, on the full pattern, not only is the core pattern better, the full pattern was better in the $11 box of shells. In my honest opinion, looking at the full pattern, the core pattern at 40 yards, at $11 a box, you could buy 2 boxes of this and your blind snacks. Or you could buy 1 box of this.
And go hungry.
And go hungry, as Moose says. If you're a waterfowl guy, you know blind snacks are absolutely crucial. Do you really want to spend more for less performance? I wouldn't. I would take the budget load all day. The pattern speaks for itself. I mean, both the full pattern and the core pattern was better. And not even by a little bit, it was a lot better. It was clear as day that this $11 box of Dakota Duck and Goose outperformed this $27.99 box of Black Cloud 3-inch 4-shot. It's not even close. So I would, if it was me, I would save my money. I'd buy 2 boxes of this and my blind snacks and a Bang energy drink. Or you could buy just this and have less performance. Your call. But if you haven't already, smash the thumbs up button for the underdog in the Dakota Duck and Goose. And if you're new to the channel or you're just not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because we upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday every week. Also, we drop random videos just to keep you guessing. So hit that notification bell so you do not miss out on any of our BCO uploads. This is Jake Sleesman, Blue Collar Outdoors, and today we proved, at least out of my setup, the Dakota Duck and Goose at $11 is far superior to the Black Cloud at $27.99. Save your money, shoot more ducks. We'll catch you on the next one.